They didn't know his name. They didn't ask. To them, he was just the quiet guy who came to the SEAL gym every evening, dropped his daughter off at the kids' study room, trained alone, and left before anyone could say more than "Hey, man." But that was before she saw the tattoo. Before the entire gym went silent. Before his past walked back into the room. If you're watching this right now, stay until the end. This story is going to hit your heart in a way you don't expect. And if you feel something while listening, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share. Because stories like this, they're not just entertainment. They remind us of the strength we forget we carry. His name was Elias Carter, though very few people knew that. He was a single dad, raising his 9-year-old daughter, Lily, alone after losing his wife in a car accident 3 years earlier. The world praised soldiers when they were at war, but when they came home broken, quiet, different, people didn't know how to treat them. So they didn't. They avoided him. Elias didn't mind. He had Lily. And she was enough. Every day, after finishing his security night shift job, he walked her to school, picked her up, helped her with homework, cooked simple meals, and, in the evening, trained. Not to impress anyone. Not to compete. Just to keep the shadows quiet. The SEAL gym was full of loud voices, heavy weights slamming, and men constantly comparing themselves. And yet, every night, they would drift into silence when Elias walked past. He wasn't big in the showy way. He was big in the mountain that has seen storms way. The kind of strength you don't brag about. The kind forged in places that don't make movies. He rarely spoke to anyone, except Lily. And then, she arrived. Commander Raina Hale. Decorated. Respected. The kind of leader whose presence turned noise into attention. She transferred to oversee advanced training. And she saw Elias only once before everything changed. He was doing pull-ups. Controlled. Silent. Effortless. But what caught her attention wasn't the pull-ups. It was the tattoo on the side of his neck. A black wing, incomplete, scarred, and faded. Raina froze. That tattoo wasn't just anything. That tattoo belonged to Ghost Squadron. A unit that didn't exist on paper. A unit that only operated when missions required no survivors, no mistakes, and no acknowledgement. A unit she had only heard of in classified debriefs. And one of them was standing right there, doing pull-ups in a public gym, wearing sweatpants and a $5 trillion shirt, while his daughter read a book on a bench. Raina stepped closer. "Where did you get that tattoo?" The gym went silent. Everyone felt something shift. Elias didn't answer. He finished his last pull-up, dropped down, and turned to her with steady eyes. "Ma'am, some things are better left alone." She didn't back down. "I served 12 years. I know that mark." Only one man walked out of the Crimson Valley extraction alive. They said he disappeared. He looked away. Maybe he wanted to. The room felt like it was holding its breath. Raina wasn't just curious. She was shaken. Because the man who saved that team, who was reported Kia, who vanished without asking for medals, recognition, or applause, was standing in her gym, holding a pink backpack with cartoon stars, calling gently. "Lily, time to go, sweetheart." His voice softened everything. The legend was just a dad. Days passed. Whispers grew. But Elias didn't change. He didn't talk about war. He didn't talk about loss. He did reps, tied shoelaces, packed lunches, and kept going. Until one evening, Raina approached him outside the gym. She didn't ask about missions. She didn't ask about trauma. She simply said, "You did your part. You don't have to carry it alone anymore." Elias swallowed hard. He knew what she meant. Because no one had said those words to him, ever. He sat down on the curb. And for the first time in years, he spoke. "I lost everything over there. And when I came home, I couldn't bring that world into hers. Lily deserves light, so I let the rest of me die, so she could live." Raina didn't interrupt. She didn't pity. She just listened. After a long silence, she said, "Maybe you didn't die. Maybe you changed meaning." Elias looked at his daughter laughing in the parking lot. And something inside him quietly broke, in a good way. From then on, things didn't magically fix themselves. Healing isn't a switch. It's a journey. But Raina trained beside him. She helped him apply for better work. The gym members slowly stopped whispering and started respecting. People began to understand. He wasn't just the quiet guy. He was the man who survived hell and chose to be gentle. And every day, Lily grew up seeing her father not as a broken soldier, but as a hero who chose love over the past. If you're still listening now, remember this: strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it's quiet. Sometimes, it's a single parent trying again every day. Sometimes, it's choosing kindness when life taught you violence. So if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. Because you never know, someone quiet around you might be carrying a story you'd never believe.